been for many, many years.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I belong to this church. I served on the board of the Crisis Pregnancy Center for 7 years. The church allows in their bulletin all the information about life chain and everything else. We still fund the Crisis Pregnancy Center out of the Social Concerns Commission. Now, there are 280 churches in Rockford.
Right.
280 churches.
142 of them claim to be pro-life.
Okay, so if this church is engaged with doing the things of pro-life, and so is First Assembly across the street, Pastor Sam Mayo is probably one of the biggest supporters.
I'm saying it's not.
Every life chain that's ever been done here in Rockford.
He's never supported a life chain.
Pastor Sam goes to the life chain.
Yeah. You know, that's tokenism, is what that is. Once a year, you go out and you stand for an hour in the rain.
And
that's tokenism.
I've heard him preach.
You know,
Pulpit.
he preached one pro-life sermon in 10 years. Sam Mayo did. Your John Akers over here wrote a fictional book about how he changed the hearts of John Kaske and Wayne Webster and won them to Christ and all this other kind of stuff. It was pure fiction. All right? Pure fiction. I know. I've been involved in this for 20 years.
Now in Arizona.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about this church. Okay? You know, you claim that it's a pro-life church. I'm telling you it's not. You know how I know? Because there were 32 babies killed last Friday, and they were killed last Tuesday, and the Friday beyond that. And there's only 3 Protestants in this town that stand for the babies, and First Free isn't one of them. But you know what First Free has at the abortion clinic? 2 clinic workers go to First Free. Okay, the last time we were out here, 2 lesbians stood and mocked us. The last time we were out here. Okay, another woman who had an abortion was making excuses for having an abortion. Okay, when the last time we were out here. There was another woman from First Assembly who said that she had an abortion and she's glad. Okay, now if she isn't uncomfortable in those churches, if the people that go to these churches aren't uncomfortable with...
what do you want me to do to the woman that had the abortion?
I don't care what you do, ma'am. We're here to rebuke you. We're here to tell you that you need that you need to get busy for the Lord, because Jesus said, "Whatever you do to them, you do to me." Matthew 18:5. Read it in its context. He's talking about the little children. Okay? He says, "Whatever you do to them, you do to me." He has a vicarious identification with them. He says, "Whatever you do to the children, okay, you do to me. Whatever you do to the imprisoned, to the naked, to the hungry, okay, you do to me." He has a vicarious identification with him. He says that he's a father to the fatherless.
Are you saying that you think we need to be doing more than we're doing?
Absolutely.
So you don't like our jail ministry, the money that we do there, the workers from here that go there?
It's moot to the babies, to the 32 babies that died, and every week.
The only issue we have here is the babies.
That's right. The only one before you. Your social concerns ministry has sadly neglected them. And we brought them here to remind you that they're still dying in Rockford. Okay, that Richard Ragsdale is allowed to operate, and every clinic in America is allowed to operate with the permission of the local Christian church. Okay, and every because of the fact that they aren't doing anything.
What churches are you going to rotate to, since you want to pick the 2 biggest churches in Rockford?
We're going to Temple next. We're going to go to Love's, to other churches as well. Yeah. And but it's your turn this Sunday. And receive.
I've been here twice. That's what I wondered. How often do you go to the other churches?
Oh, we're just starting. We're starting with you. You can feel privileged. Okay. You're not going to be the last ones who are going to. Okay.
Are you actually still videotaping?
You bet I am.
Why, do you think I'm going to do something
nope,
to you?
I